All right, hi guys, Mr. Wilder here, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about what you're going to be doing in class today. I'm at the hospital with my oldest daughter, Grace. She's having surgery again. This is her second surgery in about the last month or so. Should be her last one, but I need to be there with her today, so this is what I need you guys to do today while I'm gone. The substitute teacher will be passing out this assignment to you. Okay, this will be a worksheet that you're getting. It's a lot like the same thing you did yesterday in class today. If you were here yesterday, we looked at demand shifters, the 6 different demand shifters that I have over here on the board, and we tried to figure out how different news headlines would affect the shift in demand, either to the right or to the left. Remember, an increase in demand, we said, would cause a shift to the right, and a decrease in demand meant we would cause a shift to the left. Okay, so this worksheet is a lot like that, like I said. The directions say what would happen to the demand curve for Burger King Whoppers in Council Bluffs if the following scenarios happen. So you're going to read about the different scenarios. You're going to try to figure out what would happen to demand for Burger King Whoppers based on this scenario. Okay, so the first thing you do is you read the scenario. Then the second thing you'll do is you'll draw on the graph here in the middle column either a shift to the right, showing an increase in demand, or a shift to the left, showing a decrease in demand. So that's the same thing you did in yesterday's assignment. You're going to draw that right here on the graph. Okay? So again, if I felt like the first one, which says Google opens a new data center employing 1,500 new workers in Council Bluffs. Well, hey, if there's 1,500 new workers in Council Bluffs, it seems pretty obvious to me that there's more people in town making money, maybe going out for lunch, possibly to Burger King. So probably demand for Burger King Whoppers is going to increase based on that scenario. So that's going to be a shift to the right. I draw that, right? I label this D1, that's the original demand curve. I label this D2. I draw the shift with an arrow going to the right. That's an increase. And then the last column here, it says, and the third thing you have to do is in the last column decide which of the 6 demand shifters from yesterday's notes is causing the shift in demand. If you didn't get those notes, this is on page 80 to 82 in the textbook, or you can borrow somebody else's here in class. Okay? But I'll help you with this. So for this one, it says here that there's 1,500 new workers in Council Bluffs. So to me, that sounds a lot like the shifter, which is a change in the number of consumers. There's more people out there making money, maybe going to lunch, working in Council Bluffs. So odds are that's going to cause a shift in demand to the right. So that's a change in the number of consumers. So that's the shifter I'm going to write here. Change in number of consumers. And that's all you need to write is what the shifter is. Okay? So once you've done that for the first scenario, you go along to the second one, read that, do the same thing with the graph, same thing with identifying the demand shifter. Then go to the third scenario, etc. Okay? Hopefully that makes good sense to you, and you can work on that. There's 10 of those problems. Once you're done with those, I'd like you to go to page, and let me change this up here real quick. Sorry. Here we go. Go to page 84 and read through page 87. Okay? So you're going to read page 84 to 87 in the textbook. That's the green textbook for you guys in economics. And what you're going to be reading about is the law of supply. And in your notes on a piece of notebook paper, I want you to define this. I want you to define the law of supply. So remember, we defined the law of demand, which is this: price goes up, demand goes down, and as price goes down, demand goes up. Well, there's also a law of supply, okay, and I want you to be able to define that for me. You'll find that in the reading, page 84 to 87. I think it's on page 84, actually. Okay? Then just like demand, there are 6 things that can cause supply to shift. I want us to get a head start on what those are for class on, what will it be, Thursday. So to do that, what I'd like you to do is to list the shifter and give an example from the book or from your own head of that shifter. So you're going to make two columns just like this. Okay? This column's going to be where you list the shifter, and then over here is where you'll give an example of it. Okay? So there'll be 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 6 examples. Okay? You'll find those shifters on pages 84 to 87 too. I think those start on page 85. Or no, maybe it's page 86. Page 86. Okay? But you'll find it in your textbook, pages 84 to 87. So you'll read pages 84 to 87, define the law of supply for me, make a table. On one side, list the shifter. On the other side, give an example of the shifter. Okay? The book gives you some examples. You might be able to come up with your own example too, which is even better. Okay? Hopefully you don't have any questions about that. If you do, the substitute might be able to help you, they might not. Odds are somebody in class will be able to help you though, and you can ask them. Okay? My expectation is that you'll get the worksheet done that I explained in the beginning of these directions, and that you'll get this finished too. And if you don't get this finished, you'll finish it up at home. Okay? Once you're done with that, if you have a little bit of free time and you can quietly do something on the computer that would be appropriate, that's fine with me, but not until you're done with this work. Okay? Can't wait to see you guys on Wednesday, and hopefully I have good news to tell you about my daughter. And other than that, again, I hope things go well. You can also email me tomorrow and let me know if you have some questions too. I'll be checking my email. All right? Good luck. Be nice to the sub. I'll see you tomorrow.